Of the NBA. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin.
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett is out there with Payton, and it's Harkless in at the small. Early in the season, how long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
The Knicks shooting their first foul shots of the night here. That's good from Garcia.
Crazy to think just how recently Junior took up basketball. We know he's a raw talent and was a football player back in high school. That's one reason why the upside is so high on him.
You know, Greg, you think of guys like Duncan, Embiid, the Dream. They all started playing basketball late as well, and Junior could follow their path. Fultz kicks to Isaac. The Magic getting another chance here. The 17-footer goes down. Isaac's got his second bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And Orlando making a change here. Mamba's checked in. Portis, he's checked in for New York. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block. Yeah, a coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now Fultz. The pass to Ross. Portis against Gordon. Isaac outside. And a miss there on the triple. Knicks trail by 12. Garcia goes in, and he banks in the layup. Garcia's got 6. And Beats has quite the all-star roster, don't they, of NBA representatives. You can add Junior now to their list of spokesmen.
From musicians to athletes, Beats has always looked at rising stars to attach their brand. Seeing how he's played, it makes sense that they'd want to bring Junior into the fold.
Magic leading by 10. Here's Ross. Great D that time from Portis. Here's Garcia. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. To the inside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Fultz. Lando's gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on.
And Clark, last season for Mo Bamba, another step in his progression. Still limited minutes. The team waiting for things to click for the young man.
Agreed. I mean, it's the offense that needs the most work, Greg, but they knew he was going to be a project. They knew this was going to be a work in progress with Mo Bamba, but his defense is already there. I mean, he can hit the glass and protect the rim with the best of them.
And he gets the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's Garcia. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Markelle Fultz.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And the Magic making a change here. Augustine's checked in. Taj Gibson's checked in for New York. Cobb comes in. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. What's up? You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
And here is Cobb. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Here's Ross. Rebound by Garcia.
And you know, Tissot has a multitude of sports stars and other celebrities as their spokespeople. They added another recently. Junior has come in to represent the brand.
Greg, you have to appreciate Junior's team for seeking out deals like this one with Tissot. He continues to look for opportunities to grow his name. Bamba's shot is off. Knicks trail by 9. Cobb kicks to Garcia. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. TJ Augustine picks one up. For New York, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
In the corner, Bamba with it. Passes to Gordon. And here's Augustine. Connects from three-point range. And the Magic lead by 13.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Here's Garcia. Oh!
My goodness.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Now, here's Cobb. Guarded by Augustine. Always going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Good eye from Cobb. Spotting the wide-open man. Sets it up perfectly with that pass.
Augustine with it. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Toronto. And there's the foul. It'll go on Damian Dotson. That is his first foul of the game. The Magic shooting their first free throw tonight.
Well, it's fairly obvious, but it's important that Bamba stays healthy so he can keep improving. I mean, his skill set and physical tools both are very impressive. His upside is way up.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for New York.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion. You know, that's what you love about Ntilikina. I mean, very unselfish and constantly looking to set up his guys.
Augustine finds Ross. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And so it's Orlando enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been sharp from beyond the arc, putting out a terrific three-point shooting. Orlando making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Isaac comes in for Evan Fournier. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Augustine. And a new group in for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Damian Dotson comes in for Harkless. It's checked in for Ntilikina. And it's Garcia in for Cobb. Vucevic against Robinson. It's stolen. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Isaac in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. Magic leading by 9. Fultz the pass to Ross. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. But they recover it. Here's Gordon. Pass to Fultz. And he lobs it up, and the jam by Ross.
Hey, just put it anywhere up there. T. Ross will go and get it.
Now, here is Garcia. 18 points for him. Robinson down low. Guarded by Fultz. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That'll be his second foul of the game. .157 left to play here in the half. Fultz against Garcia. Shot clock at 5.
And it's like a switch flipped between quarters. He's gone from a terrific first to a scoreless second.
And finished off by Fultz.
Like that explosion to the basket. Fultz can turn it on so quickly. He's past you before you know it. Quick as a hiccup.
Garcia against Gordon. And Gordon over to help. Isaac against Barrett. That shot off the mark. Isaac with some nice D. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Inside, here's Garcia. Pass to Barrett. New York moving it around. Outside Portis. New York needs to get off a shot. Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you.
Ross, that's good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Nice shot by Portis.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and you know there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Garcia. Second chance shot. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's Orlando with a size. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Markelle Fultz is checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Bobby Portis out there with Ntilikina. Then there's Khan. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Gibson in at the 5 down low. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the middle, here's Garcia. Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
Count it. Fultz has got 6 points. All right. right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Back to Augustine. There's the dish to Gordon. Feeds it to Ross. Bamba kicks to Fultz. For the three. Hands it from downtown. 9 points in the game so far.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Garcia goes in, and he makes that one. Garcia's got 20 points.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Now Augustine, he's got 8. The pass to Bamba. Here's Fultz. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Fultz against Garcia. Back to Dotson from past the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Dotson's got 5 now.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Orlando's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. And Augustine kicks to Fultz. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Isaac's checked in for Orlando. And New York with a change here, too. Barrett's checked in.
And Clark, when he comes in the game, you know that Terrence Ross is looking to score. That's his role, and boy, he relishes it.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's cut from the cloth of the old school bucket getters, where you know their primary objective and focus is to put it in the basket, and they do it a lot of different ways and at a high volume. So that's who Terrence Ross is. He's an explosive, dynamic, packs a lot of points in the short periods of time scored.
Now here is Augustine. Not a lot of room.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
For New York, they had shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And he makes the first. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The feed to Augustine, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Augustine's got 4 points this quarter.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
Here's Cobb. He's got 9. Outside, Garcia. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Portis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Markelle Fultz. This is his first chance at the line tonight. Al Farouk Aminu. He's checked in for Augustine. And so he makes both from the line. Here is Ross. He's got 9. minute 42 left in the third quarter. It's good. Mamba's got 11 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Back to Garcia. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the first one drops. The Magic making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. And New York with a change here too. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Taj Gibson. The shot's good from Fournier. 16 points for him.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
And here's Fultz. He's got 11. Lock at 6. Cobb comes with the double team. Ross for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside, Garcia. And Bamba comes to help. Barrett wide open. He fires. Buries the long-range jumper. Barrett's got his second basket of the game.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Fournier with the ball. Shoots over Portis. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Orlando sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be in a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Isaac and Vucevic down low. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. And it's Fultz in at the 1. This is out there for Orlando. Kicks it out to Garcia. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. Off target with his 3.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
To the paint. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Fultz with the ball. Passes it to Isaac. Barrett dishes to Cobb.
Exactly the same page to connect on that long of an alley-oop.
And even then, it's a tough play.
I tell you what, guys, the pass and catch, both next to impossible.
Here's Vucevic. No good from 11 feet.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And the shot goes in.
Sometimes it's difficult to corral Cobb, especially when he is locked in on scoring no matter what.
Magic leading by 17. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place.
Vucevic finds Ross. Magic moving the ball around. Now Harkless. Back to Garcia. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. The first one falls. Isaac's checked in for the Magic. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Carter Williams. Isaac outside. Pass to Carter Williams. Vucevic down low. Robinson on him. 6 to shoot. Here's Ross. It's rebounded by New York. Garcia's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Barrett. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Barrett's got 9 points now in the quarter. Magic leading by 9. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. .158 left in the game. Carter Williams against Garcia. Back to Vucevic. And oh boy, a lot of and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
How about this clear example of perseverance? I mean, he's in his 8th season before he makes an All-Star game in 2019. Nikola Vucevic just stayed with it, continued to get better.
Garcia. Here's Robinson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Evan Fournier's checked in for Ross. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. 11-point game. He feeds it to Vucevic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And the 7-foot frame of Vucevic creates a lot of problems, causes a lot of problems for defenders, especially when he's close to the bucket.
And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Magic.
The block can really turn things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And you always like to jump on your opponent early in a season series. This is just the first of 3 between these two teams, but a good win to go up 1-0 on the year against the Knicks.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Vucevic.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Garcia against Carter Williams. That's tipped and stolen by Garcia. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Hey, good to see you. Hey, man. Bring it in, fellas. One game won't break our season, but let's not make losing a habit. Let's get after it hard today. The goal of today is to improve our shooting percentages. So we're gonna focus on that aspect of the game today. All right, let's go. That's the way to get it. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. I see him.
baby, get down. Yo, watch it. Go over it. One more. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Screen. Yo, watch it. I got your help. Shut up! Hey, keep shooting it. Ball. Give me that. Get board. Give me that. Hey, he can ball, huh? Hey. Pick. Hey, help. Take that. Yo, let's go, guys. Hey. Call that, man. Now we're rolling. Hey, right here. Hey, keep shooting. Hey, drop, man, keep shooting. Let's go. There you go. Come get this. Keep it going. Hey, he can ball, huh? You got it. Yeah, let's go. Hey, yo, right here. That's what the ring room for.
Just like that.
Great and interesting practice. Don't leave the gym without putting individual work in.